think I'm streaming. There we go. Can anybody hear me? Good morning, everyone. Loud and clear. How's the picture look? Good? It's working? Yes, good, good, good. I finally got this figured out, I think. Hello from snowy Francisco. 5x5. Hello, Brian. Rob and Sheila in Canada. Good morning, Rover. My show is better than network TV. All right, that's great. Elijah, good morning. Texas in the house. How's the little kitten? The little kitten is doing great. We came here this morning, and I think it's a female. I'm almost 100% sure. And but the kitten's doing great. She's running around. She's playing. We fed her. She's chasing the broom around, but she's doing good. She's just kind of hanging out. But you know what? I think we rescued the wrong kitten, because yesterday I played the video back that I did the day before where I found the kitten, and I think I don't know. We tried to look for that other little kitten, and we even asked people around, and people said they didn't see it and they didn't know where it was at, and so we don't know what actually happened to that little kitten, but they were glad and happy enough to hand us this little kitten, so we'll take care of this one. But yeah, I look back and I'm like, that's the wrong kitten. Chef Petey from Reading, PA. Oh yeah, I know right where Reading is. I've been to Reading many a times. I've been down there to. Matter of fact, we had to go down there and get Lut and I had to go down there and get our marriage. What is it? Marriage certificate or whatever they call that, registration. So yeah, I'm quite familiar with Reading. Looking good in the hood. Mike Bike Wing. I live in Daou. Well, you live in Daou? Stop by sometime. Hello from soon-to-be snowy Connecticut. Mr. Robert, you know what? I just seen that on the news this morning. It was on, I think, Fox News, where they were talking about the weather and up on the East Coast, and they were talking about a lot of snow coming that way. I know back in the area where I live down around Philly, I seen they were fixing to get a lot of snow. Boo, Reading. That's because you don't like Reading, GR. Jimmy Deary, the cat's doing great. Little kitten's doing great. Getting used to us. Like I was saying earlier, running around the store here, chasing the broom around, chasing Lut's feet around. So yeah, it's doing good. Hawk, yes, I'm retired. Are you American? Yes, I'm American. Davao is in England, I think. We're over by the McDonald's, the Bliss Hotel, McDonald's, back in that road. What's the name of this street, Lut? Guyabano Street. Guyabano. William Grease. Hello from New Jersey. Yeah, you was a Jersey girl, GR. I'm 62. I wish could be retired. There is a Davao in Philippines, yes. Oh yeah. 12 to 18 tonight in Reading, temperature not below 35. You know what? Let me tell you a little story about when we were in Reading, in that area there. The year before we were ready to pack everything up, sell everything, and move here, um, my snowblower quit running. And I knew we were actually going to leave, so I wasn't too worried about, getting the snowblower up and running and everything. Well, here, that winter, at the end of the winter, we got, I think, the third highest snowfall in the area. And we wound up shoveling it, I think, almost 3 hours. I think it was like waist high. It was almost like 3 feet of snow, man. It was terrible. And after Lut and I got done shoveling, she looked at me and she said, "I hate snow. I can't wait to get back to the Philippines." But yeah, when it's heavy snow like that, it's terrible. Vladimir, hello, Brian from Bolivia in South America. My wife and I are big fans. My wife, who is Chinese, myself, and our two daughters, 6 years old and 8 months old. We are moving to Anjali City in July. Sounds great. When you get here, give me a holler and we can meet up. Stop by the store, hang out, whatever. Not with that driveway. Oh yeah, yeah, I did. Why did you leave the USA for living in the Philippines? Because I took a retirement at my age, and I could have kept working, but the retirement I had, I would have had to keep on working. So I decided. Plus, my wife's from here, and plus I have bad knees, bad ankles, and when I come here, the arthritis isn't as bad. I mean, some people say warm weather helps, with the arthritis and helps keep, the inflammation down. And I've noticed when I'm here, it doesn't act up as much. Now I can tell before it's getting ready to rain because I can feel it in my ankles and in my knees. Um, but yeah, like I said, I took an early retirement, and if I'd have stayed back in the States, I would have probably have kept on working, but decided to come here and enjoy the Philippines. Enjoy your bike week video. Yeah, that was neat. That was cool. I think I was there in bike week 2012 when they first started it, and it really has grown a lot since then. What age did you retire? I retired. I took an early retirement at 46, but when Luisa did come back to the States for almost 2 years, I got another job and worked for a while too. But I officially retired and said that was at 2016. Uh, Chef Petey, my lady in Montalban, always wanted to experience snow. I tell her it will be once and done. Your stories collaborate, says. You know what? Look, she wanted to see the snow too. And the first time it snowed, um, she was out there and she was, had her hands up and she had a big smile and she thought it was really neat and really cool. And the first time we had a significant amount of snowfall, she we made a snowman and we did all that and she enjoyed it and she had fun. But then it come the dead of the winter when it's just so bitter cold and and the winds, you're -0 with the wind chill factor and the wind's blowing and it just doesn't let up. She learned really quick that it's nice to look at, but you don't want to experience it all the time. I always say, you know what, if it would snow here in the Philippines one day, that'd be beautiful to enjoy it for one day, then wake up the next day and it's all gone. That's perfectly fine with me. Is our Sari Sari store open 7 days a week? If you guys take like a week vacation, will you close it for the whole week? You know what? We're open pretty much 7 days a week. Now, Luisa started staying here on the weekends, Friday and Saturday, because she wants to be open in the morning and then she wants to close late at night. And it seems to be working out okay because, you know, she is getting sales up to 11 o'clock. And then Mondays, like this past Monday, we didn't come in early because we had to do some shopping. You know, we needed groceries and, you know, had to run here and run there and just do things that we needed to get done that we can't get done during the day. But I mean, if we want to take a holiday or a vacation for a couple days or for a day, we'll just shut it down and go do that. What did you do for work? I work for the state of Pennsylvania. There, you guys can look at LUT. Look, you're on camera. Popeye is doing a show and it's boring. I'm not sure who Popeye is. I don't think I know who Popeye is. What are our typical temperatures here? Right now, summertime it is 90s, like low 90s, mid 90s. It gets really hot in the middle of the day from like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock or so. I mean, it's just so hot. If you are out in the sun, you don't want to be out in there too long. I mean, you see a lot of times, you see photos and you see in the video people with umbrellas and stuff. A lot of them use it. There goes one now. They use it to give themselves shade from the sun because the sun is just, it is so hot and it just beats on you and beats on you. But yeah, you don't want to be out in the sun during that time. But like right now, like I think overnight it gets down to 85 maybe. And see, now the humidity's starting to come in. So that's what makes it, you know, hot. Huh? Today's the 7th, yes. You just started, Crazy Craig just started selling Halo Halo in South Carolina. Have you thought about selling it? We haven't thought about selling it. The thing with Halo Halo, you need a ice, what do you call that, an ice, like crusher, shredder, where it kind of grinds the ice down into like a shaved ice. And I don't know, we haven't thought about selling it. I'd probably sit here and eat it all day because I do like it. Terry McGreever, Brian, do you want to rescue my 2 dogs, 1 cat, and my wife, please? Nah. I have a good wife, and we just rescued 1 cat, and there's a ton of dogs around here that could definitely get rescued. Huh? Yeah. Hulk. How about selling ice cream? Ice cream, I don't know. Ice cream, you know what? Maybe if we had a big freezer and we could put the ice cream in the freezer and sell like ice cream bars and ice cream, like Magnum ice cream bars, maybe that. But as far as selling like ice cream scoops, nah, I mean, I don't know if any Sari Sari stores do that, do they? Lit says she's never seen it. Some? Like a scoop of ice cream. Yeah, usually it's the people that ride around. Usually it's the guys that ride around on bicycles with the little, you know, the coolers on the back that have the ice cream in it, and they're the ones that sell the ice cream. See, somebody had said about Italian water ice before, and I've never seen that. Italian water ice here, that shaved ice with like liquid on it. Now maybe in the mall I think they might have little stands where they sell that, but I don't know, I've never seen it. How about, You know, like shaved ice, and then they add like flavors to it, like watermelon and yeah. I think in the mall I've seen it. Yeah. How about selling coffee, iced coffee? We sell coffee, like regular coffee, like packs of coffee, but not brewed coffee or anything like that. And iced coffee, no, we don't sell that. Thomas Keller, I told my girlfriend about your store. She said it's close to her place. Her name is Diana Beth. She said she may be watching now. Say hello to Diana Beth, please. Hello, Diana Beth. If you're down in this area, you would know where our store is in. Homemade fudge bars are easy to make. I'd wind up eating them all, GR. Have I installed the CCTV? Yes, I have. I don't know if you've seen the video. I did 2 videos on it. The one where it was a headache and a nightmare. I had everything ran great. I mean, I had all the cameras installed. I had all the wires installed. I had everything hooked up to the upstairs box. The problem was the box was not reading the IP address of the router here, so that was the problem. Do you sell beer? Yes, we sell beer. You spoke about being followed yesterday. How safe is Anjali City? Anjali City is safe. I mean, you can be followed anywhere in the world. You know, it can happen to anyone, anywhere. How safe is Anjali City? Just like any other major city, you know, if you're out and about, always keep your eyes open. Be aware of your surroundings. There's some areas you don't want to go into. I mean, it's safe. But like I said, I mean, you know, there's always somebody out there that's trying to pickpocket somebody, you know, rob somebody, take some money from someone. You know, it just happens. You know, like I said, you got to keep your eye out. Do I live in the Homesite subdivision? No, I don't. We don't live in this area. We're actually over in Plaridel 1, over in Anjali City, so that we don't live in this area. It takes about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes if the traffic's bad. Hulk, foreigners are not allowed to carry a gun in the Philippines, and they're not even allowed to own a gun in the Philippines. Right, Lut? Yeah. Now look, Hud. Hello from Pacific Breeze Hotel. I know right where Pacific Breeze Hotel is. If you're referring to Pacific Breeze in Anjali City here. What is the typical rental price there for a 2-bedroom early retirement in 2019? It all depends. It depends on where you want to live here in Anjali City. Depends on the area. Depends on whether it's furnished, it's unfurnished. Depends if it's a subdivision. I mean, it varies in price. We have, we're renting our 2-bedroom apartment. And it is, like I said, in Plaridel 1. We have security guards 24 hours, 7 days a week. Well, they're supposed to be there. Excuse me. Ours was unfurnished. We furnished everything. And we also have it to where if there's a problem, we just call the landlord and he fixes it. Any maintenance, any repairs is not on us. The plumbing breaks, even a light bulb needs change, electric, anything, they come and repair it. Ours is 2-bedroom, upstairs, downstairs, 2 bathrooms. Let's see, like a little wet kitchen out the back, and we're paying 12,000 pesos a month. Now you can find furnished ones. The ones in our little area where we live, they run, I think, furnished. I think they're paying like 16 or 17,000. But that includes like cable TV. It includes, I think it even includes internet. So it all depends on where you want to live and, you know, how much you're willing to spend. Juan Ochoa, hello Brian. Have you seen Zed Style? No, I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know what he's up to. He's just busy working. Yeah, 12,000 pesos is not bad. I don't think it's bad for what we have. Now over here in this area where we're at, I know for a fact the house right next door to us here, what is she paying? 10,000. She's paying 10,000 for a full house, right here in this area. But this is a different area.
2-bedroom here, up and down 3,000.
6. Look said this area here with 2 bedrooms and up and down usually runs about 6. That's unfurnished too, so. Gordon Blanchard. No, I'm not retired military. I'm retired Pennsylvania state employee. Marshall Lee Blackshear. Are you a dual citizen? No, I'm not a dual citizen. I'm a 13A visa, which is permanent resident visa. Matter of fact, tomorrow I got to meet with the woman. Because on a 13A, you apply and you get your MBI clearance, then you go down to Manila to the Bureau of Immigration, or the BI, right? To the BI, Bureau of Immigration, and you have you sit down with somebody and they do like a little interview with you and your wife, and you do that process, and that's good for 1 year. And then in that year, you're what's called a temporary permanent resident. So you're on probation for a year. And then after that, you repeat the process after your year, which Thursday I got to go and fill out my paperwork for my NBI clearance and start that process again. But once now that I finish it, my 13A, I'll be a permanent resident. I don't give up any of my citizenship from the United States or anything like that. I'm just a permanent resident here. And the only way you can get a permanent resident, a 13A visa, is if you are married to a Filipino that was born here in the Philippines, spouse of a Filipino. Whether it's male or female, you can apply for it. Name the area, please. Dear Sir Brian. Name of the area. What area? If you're referring to this area, this is home site. Dao. Gayabano. Yeah, home site. Do I miss living in the United States?
Yes.
Me? You? No, you know what? Of course, there's certain things I do miss in the United States. I miss one of the things that, well, most of all, I miss my family, of course, my mom, my dad, my brothers, and my in-laws, and of course some of the food. You know, some of the food you just can't find here. But do I miss living in the United States? No, not really. I don't miss the cold, that's for sure. I was stationed in Subic, in and out, starting in the mid-70s. Jim, I've been to Subic a couple times. It's all right. I mean, I enjoy it down there. I think the next time we go down, we're going to go more north, towards Pundakat, that area. I like peppermint patties. Yes, I like peppermint patties. But you know what I've been? You know what I've been kind of like missing? Like, and it's one of those like the peppermint patty one. I got it stuck in my head. I can't get it out of my head. Is tasty cakes.
Uh,
Tasty cakes are, I don't know. They started on the East Coast and they're out of Philadelphia there, and they're like little crimpets, like little ho hos. I guess that's what you would call them. But I'm starting to miss tasty cakes. John Sarkis, why not a dual citizenship? Um, I think I have to be here, what, 6 years? I think it might be 6 years. Don't hold me to that. Before I can retire for dual citizenship. Um, Maybe after 6 years I'll consider it. But right now, I'll do my resident visa. I mean, with that I can just come and go. I can leave the Philippines when I want. I can return when I want. I don't need any special stamps. I don't need any special visas. That 13A allows me to come and go and be here. Is there any good American barbecue places in Anjali City? I don't. You know what? I'm sure there is. I don't. The couple places that I like to eat is RBI Steakhouse, which is in Queens Hotel. But I was told there are some decent barbecue places here in Angeles City. One of the things I learned right off the bat, when I first came here, if I tasted, say, a hamburger, it was like I was comparing it to back in the United States. And when I did that, I was always let down. So I got to the point where I don't try to compare the food I'm eating back to the United States. I just kind of eat it, and if it tastes good, it tastes good. You know. I was wondering what tasty cakes. Could you send? We could send you them, but the postage to the Philippines is outrageous. Yeah, you're right. That it is. It's outrageous. To send something like that here would cost you more in shipment than what it's actually worth. So that's why people have said, hey, we would like to send you things and all that. And I don't, if somebody wants to send something, okay, but my thing always is yeah, you'll pay more in shipping price. So I don't know. If you do come over and visit, you can bring it along with you. Crimpets or candy cakes? Crimpets. I like the crimpets.
balloon.
Send it to what? Baloo.
Balloon.
Balloons, yeah. Send it to balloons. Oh, I like them peanut butter candy cakes. Yeah, they're awesome. Uh, Chef Petty, when you in my videos, in the videos when you're watching it, in the about, I think it's about, it's more information at the bottom. If you click on that, it drops down and it gives you more information about the video, and it also gives you more information about me. And I've listed the address to the store here in that part of the more information part. So like I said, when you're watching a video, just click that and it drops down and our address is in there. How is the CCTV doing? You know what? The CCTV is doing great. Everything's up. Everything is running. The funny part is, yesterday I was sitting in my chair and Hannah Grace come by, and we started kidding around and stuff, and the damn chair broke on me, and I was laughing, and we were laughing so hard we couldn't stop. And I'm like, too bad I don't have my camera on. That would have been great to catch. But then I'm like, wait, my camera is on. It's on my CCTV camera. So what I did was I turned around and I played it back so we could watch it and laugh again at myself when my chair broke. Now I have to go get another new chair. Junk chair. How's the kitty?
Drunk, you're just heavy.
No. How's your cat doing? The cat is doing great. For those that just came in or didn't hear me in the beginning, I think we rescued the wrong cat, the wrong kitten. Because I went back, because people actually brought it to my attention in the comments this morning, and then I even when I brought up the old video, I seen it too. I think we rescued the wrong cat. We even went back. Well, yesterday we were trying to find it, trying to find this little cat, and we couldn't find it. And I do remember it was tiny and it was all wet and all dingy and dirty looking. And so Lut was talking to the people here, and the cat and they just came. They said, "Oh yeah, we got the cat." And they came out with this little kitten. They handed it to her, and we just walked away and brought it back. But yeah, I think we rescued the wrong one, but we couldn't find that other little one. But either way, this cat will have a good life. Do you ever lift? Lift? Like lift weights? No. I used to. Hey, Big Kev. Robert, that's all right. Better late than never. Yeah, you're right, John. The cat was white and kind of orangish looking. But this one here, like I had said, cats here, and dogs, sad to say, but there's not much value placed on some of their lives. I mean, you got some people that do take care of their dogs, they take very well care of their dogs, and they also take care of their cats. But then you got ones, they don't care about their dogs, they don't care about their cats. They roam around, they run up and down the streets. But if you leave them alone, these dogs and cats are not going to bother you. Cats, they got to fight with other cats to survive here, and this one's doing good. It's eating. It was up playing, running around this morning. So, yeah. Chef Petty, you know what? If you send them, I'll be a happy camper here. I'll be a smiling person. Good morning, Farah. You got a litter box? No, we don't have a litter box. Not yet. We got to get one. Is it safe to walk at night? Depends on where you're walking. Certain areas it's okay, in other areas it's not. I've walked from our Sari Sari store up to the McDonald's when it was dark, and I don't know. I didn't feel scared or afraid or anything, but I won't walk further back in and walk around. I think it's I don't know. I just wouldn't take the chance on that. And if you walk, like if you're up on MacArthur and everything's lit up and there's cars and there's people and it's nighttime, I don't feel scared or nervous or anything walking, where there's a lot of people. Could I ask you a favor? Could you do a walk around Dao checkpoint sometime? Dao checkpoint. Yeah. Look, where's Dao checkpoint?
Dao checkpoint?
Yeah.
Dao checkpoint.
That's down
Over there.
by Jumbo.
No. Down there in like where no. Where I lived before, remember that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'll take a walk down there sometime. Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Which is better, Thailand or Philippines? I don't know. I've never been to Thailand, so I really couldn't. I really couldn't tell you. I've only been to the Philippines. I know people that've been to Thailand. I know people that've been to the Philippines, and some say they like Thailand better. Some say they like the Philippines better. That was one of the things I looked into. As far as where I wanted to possibly go and possibly retire. I checked Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Philippines, and one of the main things that kind of drew me to the Philippines was the English language. A lot of people speak the English language here. So that was one of the main reasons that brought me here. But I do, and we will take a vacation sometime over to Thailand, that's for sure. English is spoken in the Philippines. Yes, it is. Not everybody does, but pretty much everybody knows the language, right? Thai people don't speak English. Where is our store located at? Dao. Right near the Dao bus terminal, back in them home site area. Oh, let's see. Aloha from Hawaii. Aloha. New subscriber here. Been following your later videos. I was born in Licos. Sure, just outside of Vigan City, only a few hours north of you. All right. Aloha. When they're mad at you, they speak Tagalog. Yeah. You know what, John? If I could send some of the heat your way, I would send it up. I would send it right to Canada. We'll trade. I'll send some heat your way. You send some of that cool this way. Head into Redner's. Redner's. Man, I haven't been to Redner's since we used to shop at Redner's quite a bit. Are you in Davao? No, we're in Dau. D-A-U. D-U. Dau. D-A-U. D-A-U. That's it. Learn any dirty language yet? No, I don't want to. No, I'm just kidding. All right, GR. Thanks for stopping in. Where are we at here? DC Man Store. Do you own the store or rent? How much a month? No, we don't own the store. We actually rent this area out. It's 6,000 pesos a month. We have the store area here, downstairs with the store, upstairs. It's a bedroom like with a bathroom and then a little balcony out front. Plus we have a bathroom here. So no, we are renting this space out per month. I have to ask, how are public restrooms down there? If you go to the mall restrooms are decent. If you go to, some other restaurants, some of their restrooms are decent. Other public restrooms, like the bus station terminals and other ones, they are not good at all. Always travel with toilet paper here because they don't provide it in the bathrooms. Now the ones in the malls will, but you got to get the paper. You got to get out in the area where you wash your hand. So if you forget to get the paper, and you go into the stalls, there's no paper in there. But yeah, you got to definitely carry toilet paper with you all the time here. Yeah, and some of them do have restroom fees. Like at the bus terminals, they'll have like 5 or 10 pesos just to use the restroom. So always have some coin in your pocket. And a lot of them also have little machines that you can actually buy the paper too, if they don't provide it for you. But yeah, I learned that real quick. Always carry toilet paper. Jose Pence fan, is there an expat you would like to meet that you haven't met yet? Here in Anjali's or here in the Philippines? No, not really. I mean, there's, and as far as the vloggers go, not really. I mean, I watch a lot, and when I first started, I learned a lot from a lot of the vloggers, but not. I mean, there's nobody that I would really kind of would run to go meet. Is it Luisa from Bisilig? Bisilig? Look, are you from Bisilig? No. She's from Anibungyan, which is down in Mindanao. How is the traffic? Oh, okay. So that's part of Mindanao also. Oh, okay. How is the traffic in Anjali City? Is it like Manila? Is there Ubers? The traffic is not as nowhere near as bad as Manila. The traffic here in Anjali City, it depends on the time of the day, and also depends if there's been an accident or a fender bender in the road. A lot of times it moves pretty decent. Come 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then weekends, depending on the time of the day, it moves, but it moves real slow. And then sometimes it breaks out, and then you can ride for a little, an open area, then it slows down again. A lot of areas, they have open areas where people can walk across the road. So if you're in a busy area and you get a lot of people, that are walking, on the side of the road and want to come across the road, people stop, and that backs up the traffic. But for the most part, it's not bad. But definitely not as bad as Manila. Manila is terrible. And yes, they do have Grab here. They have Grab, not Uber. Are you from California? No, I am not from California. I'm from the East Coast, Philadelphia. Yeah, Ferris. She is from the same. She is from the same province. Yes, yes. She just told me that. Ilocos surplus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, you know what? We're still debating that, doing the barbecue here in the evening. That's just one of the things we're still debating whether we want to do it or not. So barbecue and beer and Coke, yeah. Uh-oh. Hello. What do you need? Oh. There's a little customer. He just came up, so. All right, guys, you know what? I'm going to wrap this one up. Like I said, every Wednesday, plan on doing, a live video from the store, just so you guys can ask questions and things. So, but anyways, thanks again for stopping in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for taking the time to view the videos. And we'll talk to everybody and do this show live next week, same time, Wednesdays, 9 o'clock. So once again, thanks for stopping by.